Hey guys, Age here, back with more recording. It's been a couple days since I last record, and my the uploads, all of them just finished getting to YouTube. So now it's time to make some more. And what we're gonna do is what's it called? Do the rep quest for the night people. The reason why you hear no sound is, of course, I turn it off when I'm just putzing around.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
There we go. I'll leave it there since no one watches it. I can't get any feedback. All right, so yes, I did the quest. I was so excited, and I had forgotten that after you do the quest, there's practically nothing to do. They didn't add any zones or anything like that. All the development time for this patch went into Lantern Rite, which is heavy story based and gameplay. I doubt they added a new zone or anything like that for Lantern Rite. So that's like 2 patches of no new zone. Patch 5.2 was just like the interlude, right? And then 5.3 is like the finish, the climax. That's Natlan's story. And these two have no new zones. Patch 5.1 added this and all this. So it's like, I load up the game and I'm like, I have nothing to do. I was so desperate, man, for stuff to do. I went back to Sumeru and look at this. Fussing around and got 100 there, 100 there, 100 there, 100 there. And of course, this part, I know exactly how to get 100, but I will never get it. Because what you have to do is find 76 of these plant guys. 76! And there is no compass. There is no hint to go find them. You literally just have to come across them. I'm like, really? I'm like, you expect players to do literally the only way to do this is go on a guide or watch an hour to 2 hour long video of a guy going to every place of these 76 plant monster thingies and showing you where they are. And the thing is, you don't know which ones you're missing. I don't know how many I have or who I'm missing. By the treasure chest still present, I say that I'm still missing quite a bit. It's 76, so to open these chests, you need to find 10 or something like that. One up there, and there's one there. One back there. So yeah, I haven't found. I probably found 20. And how huge the green part of Sumeru is. They want you to find 76, and I have no idea where to look. They want you to just keep looking around, and so and there's no compass, there's no hint system, nothing. So it's I will never finish this. That's such a bad gameplay. If this will ever stay at 99. Now, as for wishing,
I'd have lost my.
I managed to scrounge up 10 fates, right? we are at 140 pulls, a failed 50-50. This is the worst thing that could happen to a player, right? Going to 2 pities just to get one version of a character. When I do this tempo, I will be at 150. Oh, and here's an important thing. I was really
Long
pissed
ago,
off because
if I allowed
I was
myself to be led by
counting
the
on
whispers of
20 free pulls. When you watched the live stream, they're saying like, yes, we're giving you 1,600 primos. That's a 10 pull, and then also another free 10 fates. That's another 10 pull. So 20 pulls for free from your in-game mail. So like, I'm constantly every day
surviving
looking
is
here. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Like that, and going to my
timing.
mail and asking, where are they? And so I went on to Reddit and found out that Mahoyo never said that you would get them in the at the launch of 5.3. No, they never mentioned or even allude to that you'll be getting your 10 pull, your 20 pull during Lantern Rite. So you don't even get a chance.
Just within.
They don't want to help you at all during the first banner. That's such scummy company practice. This is why I both hate and like this game. I don't even love this game. I just like it. But I'm on the other side of hate. I hate the company. This is where we need as many pulls as possible. And they're like, yeah, we give you 20 pulls, but you can't use them during this banner where we give you 2 5-stars and 2 5-star weapons, all new. And they expect you to spend money. It's like, we're not giving you any help. If you want this stuff, you have to pay money. I was so naive thinking that's like, yeah, I could probably go for C1 Malvika, and maybe I could get Shitali if I get lucky, you know? Like, no. I can barely get one copy of Malvika. And I'm actually scared. Another thing too is that I don't know if it was a rumor or anything, but I thought officially they were going to do 40-day banners. But these are still 20 days. So I don't know what's happening with that. Like, I thought it was official that because they were talking about, oh, their new games, Star Rail and Zenless are doing for longer banners and stuff. So they're bringing that to Genshin and stuff like that. And with the launch of 2 5-stars at the same time, I'm guessing everyone thought it's like, yeah, okay, they're doing long banners because this is like following Zenless 0 or whatever. But nope, they're still doing 20 days. And I'm actually worried that I will not get Malika. Like, I am going to go to 2 hard pities, 80 and above. The first 80 failed. 50-50 failed. And then like this, I'm now at 50. I'm at 40, sorry. I'm at 40 and I still haven't pulled her yet. And I have 18 days, and there's nowhere to like I said, this is big because there's nowhere to explore. I'm not getting free primos by exploring or achievements or anything like that. So all I have left to do is hopefully do an event. They have an event coming up, and go to notices. Overview. What? Wait, no. Event. Okay. Like this is coming up. This is tomorrow. So I'll get like, I'm guessing they're gonna give you like 300 primos from this. It's not gonna be a 10 pull, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, this is like the beetle battling thingy. That's coming up. Observatory. Why is this weird? Anyways, okay, here we go. Okay, get ready to hear a grown man cry, alright? This is 50 pulls. Do it! Oh my god! 150 pulls. Yeah, I could tell. 2 fucking hard pities. They won't let me get Malika until I hit like 80 pity. Oh, and an update on this. So, I was gonna buy more fates, but then they had Fischl, and I really wanted to get my C6 Fischl for the longest time. So, like, 34 of that gone. I'm just fucking desperate now. Like, alright, this is 60. Like, I'm desperate. I just want this to be. I just want. Okay, fine. Just let me get my Malika, please. Just. Ugh. So, 10 pull. 160. Oh! Fucking hell, man! Oh my god! I have This is the first time ever I felt like this in Genshin. Like, I was a pretty good planner. It's like I always researched what was coming out ahead. I saved up, and the only obstacle was that first 50-50. It's like, please, please, please. Oh, I failed my 50-50, but I still got enough to reach second pity 75. And I always got it. I did it with Zhao, which I regret. I shouldn't have pulled for him at all. But I got caught up in the hype. And then I saved up, got right in. I saved up and got Yay Mako. And then in Sumeru, did I get anyone in Sumeru? I don't think so. I skipped every character in Sumeru? Even Nahida. And then and again, Fontaine. Pretty much skipped everyone in Fontaine. Well, for Sumeru, I didn't want to skip, but I was just waiting for an off-field Dendro applicator, and that was Nahida. But I didn't want to get Nahida because I don't like Mihoyo's view on the read between the lines pedophile type shit they pull off in this game. So yeah, failed 100. I don't even know where to get free to play style. I don't even know where to get stuff. Oh my god. Well, let's start this quest in Natlan. I was bummed. Ugh. Such a disappointment. 160. I. Ugh. I got like. I could get like after I complete this quest, I'll get some primos, and I think that'll take me to one fate, and then I could buy another fate.
I'd have lost myself long ago.
That's two
if I
two
allowed
pulls.
myself to be led by the whispers
I can't
of the
believe I'm
abyss.
talking about that. I'm like debating. It's
Surviving
like,
is tough. Taming the beast within.
God, shut up. I I have never been in a position it's like, I just need one pull, one pull. Oh yeah.
We can do
So
this.
apparently they screwed up. Of course they screwed up. Quickly do this. So I was like, still testing things off screen with Malika and stuff like that, and then I was like, I go here and I'm like, Layla, wait. I don't remember using Layla in the test run for Malika, and then I read the notice board, and it's like, oh, change support characters for test run on Malika. I'm like, oh, that's why. Oh, yeah. And then I looked at my first video when I was testing her, and I'm like, yeah, it was Cookie. And they gave you Cookie and put all the enemies in water. So if you tried to heal, you're actually killing yourself. And that's why my Malika died. Because of Electro Charge. Electro Charge does like a damage over time effect if you stand in water. Because, oh my god, that's because you're electrocuting the water and you're killing yourself at the same time. I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes total sense. That's why they changed. They realized how badly it was. Oh boy. Okay. Now, the third part of the quest is always pretty long.
That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement?
What are you talking about, man? Like the captain. Well, yeah, the captain did for Natlan.
All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Natlan's heroes. Still, once a Fatoos, always a Fatoos. Something seems
Fatoos.
off
They're always a
here.
Fatoos.
Let's go check it out.
What's a racist? Always a racist.
Ahem! What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense. My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok and his squad.
Priest.
I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to
that's your
spare,
tally.
so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlan is quite positive.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine?
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait. You must be the traveler and her fairy companion.
Fairy.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, Traveler.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say? Alright, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman Sitlali, right? I need her help with something.
Yeah, the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked? Yeah, see, Lolly really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired traveler. If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Alie, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Alie. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Huitzilin? Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven Colors. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Huitzilin created on the battlefield. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Huitzilin used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield and trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. That story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I need it to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records. But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, Allier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
Citlali, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Citlali has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven Colors. If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you. Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with Huitzilin. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. All right, we'll help you convince Citlali. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
I just realized something. Are we? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. In patch 5.1 and 5.2, this place bothered me so much. I thought it was a puzzle. I could not figure it out. It's Citlali's house. Of course. Why didn't I put that? Oh my god. Well, in patch 5.1, they haven't launched Citlali yet or seen her skills, so there's no way I could have known. But when they did, I should have put it together. Oh my god. I'll show you something. Come on. So yeah, I come over here and I'm like, oh, what's this? It's leading up somewhere. And it's like, yeah, I did this. You're supposed to make it look like the bird. I go up here. And then I see this on the ground. I'm like, oh, fucking cutscene. Damn it. Yeah, you see it.
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
Yeah, you see all the graffiti on the wall and stuff like that. If you go into Elemental Sight, they stand out. They pop. They have like the great, like say, oh, this could be like use elemental powers on them, and so I'm like using burn and dendro and all against the walls, trying to get some type of reaction. And I'm like, am I supposed to bring a monster here because there's like a monster on the wall? And it's Itali's monsters. Oh my god, why didn't I put that together? This is Itali's house.
For someone like Seat Lolly, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, Alier. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Hopefully she's not hungover. Seat Lolly? Are you there? We need your help with something. Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home. Oh, Granny Eatsley? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first.
So he's a real hermit, huh?
Traveler!
What's with these the pictures? Just do a cutscene, man. Cutscene where
Looks
the
like we
camera's
came at a
behind
bad time.
Traveler, and the door slowly opens. Satali pops out of her head, and she says what she does, and then she slams the door back. Why did it have to be picture?
Just come in. We can talk inside.
Well, at least we didn't get turned away.
Her room should be like a otaku. Yeah. So I came up here in patch 5.1 and 5.2, and I'm like, oh, it's gone. Oh, you bastards! Literally, when you used Elemental Sight, this was gray, and this was gray on the wall, telling you that you can use your elemental powers on them. That, like, something should happen. They should move or something like that. And I'm like, but no. In patch 5.3, they removed that now. Like, oh, oops, we made a mistake. Oh
I'm a
my
little out
god.
of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Yeah, damn it. Wasted so much time here. 20 minutes trying to figure something out. Yeah, her room should be messy, right? She's an otaku.
Huh. So this is where Seat Lolly lives.
I, didn't have time to fully clean up the place.
Yeah.
Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself.
That's the thing.
Besides, in light novels,
As a
people who
fellow
keep
hermit
everything neat and tidy
slash-
are always too boring to be the protagonists.
Antisocial person and stuff like that. It's like, no one comes to visit you, no one calls you and stuff like that, so it's like, it's just me. If my clothes is on the ground, it's my clothes, right? It's like, no one's gonna come and visit and stuff like that. If there's no chance of you feeling embarrassed, then it's like, yeah, just leave it on the ground. See, that's the mentality, right? But yeah, for me though, it gets to a point. It's just like, every time I pass, it's like, oh, my sweatshirt's still on the ground. It's been a week. Fine. The next time I get up and get something to drink, I'll put it away.
Also,
That's
I'm
mentality.
not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
That's so.
She
I have
does care a lot
an
about
empty
what we
can
think
of
of her.
carbonated water next to me. It's like,